All right, YouTube, this is Mr. Mean coming at you this Monday night, November 16th. 16th, yeah. I hope everyone is doing well. It is very chilly here. We're finally getting our winter, and Mr. Mean could not be happier. I got a late delivery from the postman tonight, and I am very excited to share this with you. Now, full disclosure, this video du jour of RPG goodness is brought to you from the fine folks at Seeds of War. They sent this to me for free. I did not pay for this. They did not ask me for a review, so my opinions and my thoughts are clearly my own and not motivated by any self-interest other than I got a really cool free book. But if it's garbage, I'm going to tell you it's garbage. If it's cool, I'm going to tell you it's cool. Let me tell you it's cool. Okay, it's cool. Trust me, it's cool. But that being said, let's get into the video. Seeds of War strategy roleplay. I just literally got this in the mail 10 minutes ago, and I decided to open it up. And I knew it was coming. They did tell me it was coming. I checked my channel. I did an interview with one of the guys from Seeds of War. His name escapes me at the moment. I do apologize. But he's down there in New Orleans, which is where I'm going to be in a couple of days. So it's pretty cool. What a small world it is. I got a new setup here just to get into that real quick. So if you see me looking up, it's because I'm looking at my monitor, but my camera is below me, if that makes any sense. I don't know how to describe it. So I pardon the if my eyes don't follow or track properly. It's just because I'm trying to see if everything looks okay. But that being said, this is a unique book. I haven't run across anything like this except years ago, the old D&D setting, and of course now that I need to name it, I can't think of it. But Birthright. There we go. And we talked about it in my interview. Birthright was amazing. It was one of my favorite AD&D settings. I loved the realm management, and my good friend Brian ran a game of it for a short while, and I played Razone, and which were the really strong warrior guys nation, and it was very cool. I gotta say. Jason Sperry is, I believe, the gentleman that I did the interview with, and he was nice enough to send me a copy at the behest of Nicholas. I believe it's Nicholas. I'm pretty sure it was Nicholas. And of course, nobody's real name matches their name on Discord, so don't even ask me how to say it. But he goes by Blade. I think it's kind of a play on words. But it was really cool. I just think this is a really neat product, and I think if who's this product for? The meticulous people, the GMs that like to plan, the GMs that like a world setting and want to know what's going on at various stages around the world. I will say that you don't need this book. You can get by with the web app that they're trying to kickstart. And I'll make sure I put a link down in the doobly-doo. This book is a physical representation of it, and it has a full setting in it that is 5e and or Pathfinder or any fantasy, even, may I say, sci-fi setting compatible, because there's no mechanics in here that are for any particular game system. So it is system agnostic, which I am always a huge fan of. Now, Matt Colville put out his Strongholds and Followers, which is an excellent book. I don't want to take anything away from that. It is a phenomenal book. Matt is an amazing writer, and his team have put together an awesome product. But I honestly feel that this takes it out of the player's hands and into the world, which I think is really cool. What's nice about this is, you've got a physical book here. I don't know what the retail cost is because I did not pay for it, so I'm sorry I can't tell you that. It does proudly show the Kickstarter and then the Pathfinder and the 5e, or it's slightly reversed. I apologize. But this, you could use this with anything. So again, who is this for? Meticulous players who like to know every little thing about the world or their continent or their village or hamlet or town or county. The GM who likes the political plays that go throughout and across boundaries for countries and sovereignties. This is the book for you, bar none, I think. And I will say, I literally, guys, I'm not joking, I just unwrapped this, and I got my son ready for bed, and then I came down and I wanted to record this because, I'm a very small channel. I think we're at 790-something subscribers. I have like 5 Patreons. I'm not a giant channel. I can't afford to go out and buy every RPG that I come across. God wishes I could, but I can't. So for them to take money out of their mouths and send it to me is awesome, and I can't thank them enough. So from the bottomless heart of Mr. Mean, thank you guys. And this goes out to any publisher that designs to send me free product. I'm happy with PDFs, but I prefer physical books because it's easier for me to read, and I can take it with me when I travel and stuff like that. So that being said, kudos to the gentleman behind Seeds of War, and ladies. This is a phenomenal book. I can't stop gushing. Now, I haven't had a chance to read it because I just got the book tonight, so obviously, but I wanted to get something up because they're in the midst of their Kickstarter. And if you have the book or you've looked at the Kickstarter and you're not quite sure if it's for you, I would say back the Kickstarter at the lowest level that you are comfortable with, and then maybe as things progress and they give us more and more of a tease. And by the way, you can go to SeedsofWar.com. It's at the bottom of my screen. You can go there right now and you can create a free account and you can log in and look around. So if you like what you see there, go support the Kickstarter. And I'm all of a fan of the little guy trying to get up. And these guys are the little guys. These are the epitome of the little guys. But being the little guys, they put out one hell of a product. Now, like I said, I haven't had a chance to read it, so I don't know the ins and outs of it. But I would love to incorporate this into my Pathfinder game. The problem is, what little bit I did peek at it of the World Series, which is their own setting, I really like. And so I'm like, wow, well, dude, I just adjust the Pathfinder rules and use this world because it's a super cool world, or do I try to incorporate everything? And there's pros and cons on both sides of those, and I'm not here to tell you which one to do or not to do. I think you'll figure that out on your own, and you'll be much the better GM and or player for it. But what I did want to do is, bring some light on the physical book because it is absolutely gorgeous, and I also wanted to kind of promote the Kickstarter because I think it's going to be phenomenal. But I did take a moment and go through the book to pick out some of the art, which personally I think is amazing. So I know the lighting isn't the greatest, but if I turn the big overhead light, it just washes everything out. So hopefully I will do this justice. But there's stunning, move my mic out of the way, there's a stunning piece of art right there. I mean, really, just amazing. Dark, foreboding, very neat, very atmospheric. Let's see, what's the next piece? Oh, here's a nice one. You could snag that for your church, or a ruined temple or something like that. It's just cool art. And I would imagine the book is available in PDF as well. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to assume it is. So, like I said, I just wanted to show off some of the art. This I thought was probably the best piece in the book for me, anyway. A nice wizard blasting some undead. There's realm spells as well, for like when you do realm versus realm and big battles. There is also a large map in here, and we'll get to that in a second. I'm going to set that off to the side because it keeps falling out, and I want to show you guys this cool art. Another awesome piece, some sort of like geo giant or earth giant. Hopefully you can see that. It looks good on my end. I hope I'm doing it justice here. And then last but not least, the book is chock full of little corner pieces of art. and all that. But here's another, like, evil necromancer. It could be the evil king of another land that's trying to invade yours. So there's everything in here, guys. There's it's all about realm management. There's currency. There's politics. There's magic. There's all that great stuff in here. So, and of course the cover is amazing. I really dig the cover. And the world setting series is, it was at one time, it was a technological world. I don't know if there was a calamity or if they crash landed here or what happened, but it's gone down into fantasy, I believe, is the way it's going. But don't let that stop you. You don't have to just use this for fantasy. You could use it for sci-fi, and I believe that's going to be one of the goals of the Kickstarter, is to have different flavors on the web. So steampunk, sci-fi, maybe even prehistoric if that's your gig, whatever. But the neat part about the map is one side is for your realm wars and your conflicts, and then the other side of the map is the actual realm map with all of the territories laid out and all the heraldry of the areas that own that. So, but again, you could use this, you could carve out that this is a large continent on the other side of the world of Galarian. If you're, like me, I'm a Pathfinder fan. This could be an alternate realm in D&D. So the sky's the limit, guys. You can do what you want. I'm going to try to do this justice and slide back and show you the full map. I'm not quite sure how well it's going to come out, though, so bear with me. And then the back of the map. So it's actually upside down. So there you go. It's just it is literally a thing of beauty. It's on nice heavy paper too, so you could mount this if you wanted to, put it up, on something, and it would hold up quite well. I wouldn't use push pins, but that's just me. I don't like to mangle anything if I don't have to. But I just can't say enough good stuff about this, guys. This is, not necessarily in my wheelhouse most of the time. I'm not that big of a thinker, so to speak, if that makes any sense. I don't think about the politics of the realm, maybe the politics of the area that the player characters are in. But if you're that type of GM that does think about that stuff, then this you just can't go wrong. There's a nice, I don't want to say character sheet, but there's a realm sheet in the back of the book. I'll try to see if I can highlight that. There's also a GM screen as well. Yeah, there's a GM screen coming. Of course, the obligatory thanks for all the backers, which is really nice. And then there's a faction record sheet, which it's just like the rest of the book. It's laid out extremely well. So I don't think you'll have any problems with this. I'm gushing over this. It's such a beautiful book, and it appears to be, from what little bit I've read of it, it appears to be very well written, and just kudos to those. Jason, and the funny thing is, for their first Kickstarter, for this, the physical book Kickstarter, Jason was a fan. He backed this, and just through continual talking with the developer and the writers, they brought him on board. So that's amazing that that they saw potential in this guy, and they said, wow, this guy can really help us out. And he's also helping with the American side of distribution, which is great. He sent me the book, and it's not a very dense read. It's a good read from what I can tell. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to read the whole thing, but it's not like tiny little text, and you're not going to burn your eyes out trying to read this, which is nice for me and my old tired eyes. But expanding there's all kinds of information in here that just makes this the greatest thing since sliced bread, as far as I'm concerned. So like I said, if if you're the type of player that's into that minutia of, knowing everything or wanting to write everything, go to SeedsofWar.com and create an account, check it out, tell them Mr. Mean sent you, and by all sakes, man, go back to Kickstarter, especially if it's your cup of tea. Look at it, say, wow, Mr. Mean kind of hit it on the head. Let them know if you back. Please let them know Mr. Mean sent you. It helps out my channel, and it lets them know that, sending me a free copy of the book helps. Advertisement is always a good thing. But I wouldn't pimp it, and pimp is a bad word, but I wouldn't tout it so heavily if I didn't think it was cool or useful. And I really do think it's very useful. So, like I said, if for the reasons I stated above, if this is your cup of tea, then this is something you want. Buy the book and or, back the Kickstarter as well. The Kickstarter just went live, I believe, today or yesterday. I can't remember. There's a link on my Discord channel as well, and I'll pin it for the time being. I'll pin it in the pins. Since that seems to be a popular way for people to pass information on is through the pins on Discord. And yeah, I just can't say enough nice things about this, man. Aside from the fact that they sent me a free copy is neither here nor there. If I thought it was garbage, I'd call it out. Or I wouldn't review it. I would have just said thank you, and I would have left it at that. But I do think they have a cool product, and I do think they have a concept, and in this digital age that we're living in, to be able to open up your laptop or open up your screen and show your players the realm and say, okay, well, since the last time we played, these guys over here invaded, and now you are on the run, your barony is on the run, and now you can zoom in, locally to those players that maybe one of the players is the Baron, and, that fight to flee the land before the conquering army comes in and, kills everybody or takes them hostage, whatever it may be. It depends on your type of game. But I think that is really cool that you can do that. So go peek the Kickstarter. Let me know what you think. If you already own Seeds of War, let me know. Are you using it? Do you like it? What would you like to see improved? Put some notes down in the doobly-doo, or better yet, hop on over to my Discord and let's talk about it, because I'm going to be reading this on my train ride for my vacation. I'm going on holiday here, so you won't get anything from Mr. Mean for the next 2 weeks after this Friday. I'm going to try to put out another video later in the week, but I can't guarantee it. But I do have, let's do this. We're going to get to the housekeeping section. So this little mini review or blurb or advertisement, however you want to classify it, is over. If you're already part of the Mr. Mean army or you support Mr. Mean in the various ways, you can stop watching now. But we're gonna do a little housekeeping, and we're gonna talk Mr. Mean stuff. So thanks everybody for watching. Please go check out Seeds of War and let me know what you think. Let them know Mr. Mean sent you, and if you're part of the Meanie Army, let them know you're part of the Meanie Army. I first and foremost, I want to give a couple of shout outs out to some new subscribers. So Martin Page, thank you so very much. Mad Baltad, thank you. And my only problem here is if you're on the Discord page and you have a different username, let me know what your username is on YouTube so that I can point out that you're also a member of the Meanie Army, because I think that's super cool. New subscriber Scott Warren, Jonathan Baldridge and I got back in touch, so that's very cool. I think he's going to be running a Scum and Villainy powered by the Apocalypse games, or loosely powered by the Apocalypse. Say that 5 times fast. So I'm hoping I can get in that. Let's see who else. I think that's it for the new subscribers. David McLeese is a new subscriber, so thank you. Scottish Storm in Belgorod is a new subscriber, so thank you guys. And I think guys have been blowing up the comments lately, so thank you very much for that. I really do appreciate that. Let's see. Anybody else? I think Bar Seagull is a new subscriber, and I think we mentioned him a couple of weeks ago, so I think that's about it. So thank you guys. Let's see what the Meanie Army is up to. What's our what's our head count, so to speak. We are up to 796 subscribers, and that's all thanks to you guys. As the corny saying goes, there's no me without you. Or wait, no, there's no you without me. Or whichever way it goes, you know what I mean. And the videos have been getting a lot of hits. The Chivalry and Sorcery is up to 129 views, and I put it up 2 days ago. That's really awesome, guys. Mr. Staples and Mr. Turner, amazing guys. Nasser, super awesome. And then I can't remember the other gentleman's name. He's part of the GRC, the Gulf role-playing community. Awesome, amazing guy. He's working on a bunch of old school OSR stuff. So he said he sent me some copies. So those reviews will be coming too. I apologize. I can't remember your name right now. I'll go to my default excuse. I'm old. But we had a blast playing Chivalry and Sorcery. If you haven't watched that yet, I've always been of the opinion that Chivalry and Sorcery is for like old people that like historical reenactment, and it couldn't really do like fantasy, hardcore, fantasy, high magic fantasy. Boy, was I wrong. The system is in depth. You're going to build a character and walk away with exactly what you want. And I gotta say, I got to play a mage, Magnus Barnabas. Amazing, so much fun. Go watch the live play. It was truly fun. And Mr. Turner, Steve Turner left us on a cliffhanger, so he has to come back and run it again for us, right? That's how it works. So make sure you put down in the doobly-doo if you want to see Steve Turner run part 2 of Chivalry and Sorcery, and find out if Barnabas gets the book. You'll have to watch the video to understand what that's all about right at the end. But we had a blast. But with the housekeeping comes the obligatory begging for money because, well, these times are tough and every little penny helps. So you can support me on Patreon. The link is above there in the video. I'm also on ZellyPay if you want to send a one-time donation, or PayPal. I do want to give a shout out to the anonymous donator that sent me some money on PayPal. I believe it was like $35. Somebody sent me a donation on PayPal, but they didn't say who they were. It was anonymous. So thank you very much. It really helps out the channel, and I do appreciate it. So that was super cool. It was nice to, I don't check my PayPal very often, but I logged in there and I saw that I think back in July they donated. So hopefully they're still a fan of Mr. Mean and they're still watching. And if you were that anonymous donor, I just want to say thank you. It was very much appreciated. And I do totally apologize for taking so long to give you a shout out. As well as all the new subscribers. Thank you guys. The new Patreon members. Thank you. It really helps out the channel. I was able with donations to buy this new mic, boom mic here, and it's I use my Blue Snowball because I like the quality. I like the way it makes my voice sound sexy. Anyway, me being a total dork, but it's a nice mic. It clamps onto my set-to-stand desk, and it doesn't interfere with anything, and I can move it out of the way. So that's thanks to all of you guys. Let's see, what else have we got going on, guys? I'm hopefully going to be in a Vampire 5th edition game after the holidays. I have a review of Chivalry and Sorcery coming up. I have a review of Black Void coming up. Their Nebulous Skies Kickstarter was successful. I did back it. So obviously when that stuff comes in, there will be a review, but that won't come in until earlier next year, 2021. But I got a whole bunch of supplements for Chivalry and Sorcery that I will be doing separate reviews of because I think it's pretty neat. Let's see what else. Low Fantasy Gaming I have to do. That'll probably be my next review, as I got that book about a month ago and I haven't had a chance to do a review. And the nice part is on that one, I bought that one myself with the grateful donations of you guys through Drive-Thru RPG. There'll be a link down in the doobly-doo. I have an affiliate link. Drive-Thru was nice enough to review my channel and say, yes, we think this guy's worthy of receiving an affiliate program. And I think, as it stands right now, I'm still the only YouTuber that is allowed to post video reviews on his purchases through drive-thru. So that's really cool. Big shout out to the guys at drive-thru RPG. They always take care of me. Anytime I have to use customer service, they are fantastic. So use my affiliate link. It's down in the doobly-doo. It's very easy. You just click that and you browse drive-thru like you normally would, and whatever you buy, I get a tiny little kickback. It's pennies on the dollar, but every little penny, as the saying goes, helps. And you don't pay any more, you don't pay anything extra, and it's completely blind to you. You don't even notice it. So it's a very cool system they have set up, and I really appreciate them for allowing me to be a small part of drive-thru RPG and helping our community. We have a great community, especially over on my Discord. Go check it out. There's a link in the doobly-doo. There's a link in the doobly-doo, I believe, and there's also a link on my YouTube page. It's a permanent invite, so you can share that with your friends and come join us on the Meanie Army. And we talk about RPGs. We do game playthroughs. We talk about all types of RPGs and settings and everything like that. We are an awesome community. It doesn't matter who and what you are. We don't care if you're a gamer. We want you. So it's nice. I don't even have to have moderators because everybody in the Meanie Army is super nice and respectful and polite, and I really appreciate that. So, guys, I think that's about it. We've talked about the Discord. We've talked about Patreon. We did not talk about Patreon and the fact that if you join Patreon, I only have one tier. It's the $5 a month tier, and what that gets you is you get your name in blue on the Patreon, on my Discord channel. When you become a Patreon and then you join Discord or vice versa, it will recognize it as I have a bot set up, and your name will be highlighted as opposed to everybody else who's not a Patreon. And then all my publishers are highlighted as well. And I believe, and let me just make sure I get this right. Publishers are in bright green. Mr. Mean is in bright pink because I'm secure in my manhood, and then publishers are in green, and then Patreon members are in bright blue. So it really sets you out so everyone knows that you're a supporter of Mr. Mean. And if you're a publisher and you want to be on the Mr. Mean Army, please contact me through Discord, and we'll make sure to get that set up for you so that you are highlighted properly so that people can say, hey, that guy's a publisher. And, there's a lot of people out there that need help and have a lot of great ideas. And so maybe you can be that person that helps them out. So I think that's all I've got to babble about, guys. Relatively short video tonight, just under 30 minutes, but it was very quick and to the point. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to the guys over at Seeds of War because I think it's a cool product and you should check it out. Check out the Kickstarter. They just started it, and it's doing well, but obviously all the support in the world helps, and so we appreciate it. And I want to see it do well because I want to use it. So without that, I think I'm going to go put my little guy in bed, and I'm going to go watch some TV with my wife. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Stay warm, stay healthy, wear your mask in public, be polite, be kind, spread the love, and I just want to say thank you guys for being awesome human beings. It takes everybody to make the world a better place, and Mr. Mean's Army is doing a hell of a job. So thank you guys. As always, peace and hair grease, and remember, Mr. Mean says, be nice.